Welcome in, folks, to episode numero 6 of the Stoerner Show, coming at you live and direct from the beautiful city of San Marcos in the great state of Texas. Stoerner Show is brought to you by Gabagool Radio. Go check them out on Spotify. Let me get a drink of this wine. You heard me? Some of this white. Oh, that's good. I was an accidental storm chaser yesterday, folks. I was driving through the town of Luling, Texas, home of the Rockabye Motel. Woo! Me and my friends, we used to just geek every time we drove past this place. I mean, I've never seen a sadder, just more destitute place to lay your head down at night. I can't imagine the nasty, ungodly things that have happened here. I mean, I'm sleeping in my car 10 times out of 10 before I stop at the Rockabye Motel for the night. I mean, this is the type of place, if you took a homeless person here and you're like, hey, I'm going to get you a room for the night, and they see the Rockabye, thanks, man, but I'm going to go back to the park bench. Thanks, man, but I'm going to go back to the concrete. I mean, fuck. And of course, you can barely see it in the picture. There's a dine-in Pizza Hut right next door. There's a couple things that are just dead giveaways that you're in a shitty small town in Texas. It's the dine-in Pizza Hut. There's going to be a Mexican restaurant either called El Ranchero or La Maria's. And there's going to be a Dairy Queen in the center of town that is just too crowded. Too crowded for a DQ. But those are the giveaways that you're in a shitty town. But anyway, I'm driving through Luling, and I'm just bumping some King Von. I mean, King Von's talking about shooting people, robbing people, you know, my type of shit. I'm into it. I'm bumping. And then my phone starts just alarm going off. And I damn near break my thumb trying to hit the lock button because I thought it was an annoying-ass Amber Alert. And I mean, I'm not pro-kidnapping. You know, I'm not on the kidnapper side, but there's just so many things wrong with Amber Alerts. I mean, first of all, why do they send you this long ass paragraph? Like, send me a picture of the kid. Just send a picture of the kid. I don't need a whole paragraph. Nobody reads anymore. Nobody's reading a whole paragraph. And they give you like this detailed description of a vehicle. Like you're just going to memorize that and just look for it all day. And I don't even know cars. I don't know half the cars. My car knowledge is I know my car and I know the cars that my friends and family drive. That's it. I'm not a car geek.
I don't know cars, all right? I'm sorry, I didn't grow up in an auto body shop, buffing exteriors.
But I look at my phone and I realize it says tornado warning. And it shook me to my core for a second because that's not my cup of tea. I grew up on hurricanes. I'm a hurricane baby, man. And hurricanes, you get some time, you know? They tell you like 2 weeks in advance, like, hey, this thing's coming. They even name the bitch. They got enough time. They give it a human name. But I don't know what's going on in the tornado department. I mean, are you guys just sitting around all day? I mean, I'm driving through Luling and y'all just want to send me a text. Hey, tornado's happening right now. You know, shelter in place. Watch out for flying debris. Thanks. Thanks for telling me now, I guess. I mean, shit. Would have been nice to know a little bit beforehand. But it was a bitch-ass tornado. I mean, I never even got to see the damn thing. It was just raining really hard. It was just raining perros and gatos. Raining cats and dogs. A little bit of Spanish for y'all. You know, I switch it up every now and then. But yeah, I just drove through really hard rain. Scared the hell out of me, but never got to see the tornado. Greg Abbott's fucking up again, dude. It's so funny. Every couple months, I just see a flood of Instagram stories from girls just dissing Greg Abbott. There's, like, girls from 16 to 23 in Texas, there's no one on this planet that they hate more than Greg Abbott. Like, it's really like he's doing things now just to antagonize them. He starts making laws just to fuck with them. He's like, it is now illegal in the state of Texas to believe in astrology. Anyone found with crystals will be imprisoned for 30 years. He goes, it is now illegal in the state of Texas to stream Euphoria. Violators will be burnt at the stake. But it's like, hey Greg, you know how there's like a lot of states that have legalized marijuana, and it makes sense, it brings in taxpayer dollars, keeps the jails from overcrowding. You think maybe we could take a look at this? Maybe we try to legalize it? Greg goes, how about an early 1900s style ban on abortion after 6 weeks? Well, that's not what we're asking for. I mean, I don't know who's really asking for that. I'm talking about legalizing marijuana, like most other modern states. You think we can talk about that? Look at that? And Greg goes, how about we start investigating the parents of trans children and charging them with child abuse? Well, fuck, dude. Fuck it. I mean, just forget I ever asked. I mean, let's just stay in the 1800s, Gregory. Here's a new segment we're bringing to the Stoerner Show for the first time. Terrible Twitter moments. Twitter, I mean, they make an ass out of themselves on their little moments page all the time, but I've never seen one like this. Oh, Pornhub remains accessible in Russia following invasion of Ukraine, according to fact checkers. Nobody's asking for this. Literally 0 people were wondering if this was true or not. I mean, seriously, who's the target audience here? Like, what American citizen woke up, saw that Russia invaded Ukraine, and then thought, well, geez, I wonder if they're still letting those dirty Russians on the Pornhub site. That just doesn't sit right with me. That just morally doesn't sit right with me. If you guys are going to invade another sovereign nation, no more Lana Rhoades facial compilations for you. No more Bella Danger throwing that big ass around if you guys are going to invade other countries. I mean, it's irrelevant. It's completely not necessary. But then we get not one, but 2 different fact-checking sites to investigate this. Snopes and Full Fact. I mean, I can't believe that any adult thought that this was a good use of resources. They say users used a VPN to simulate a visit to the site from Russia and found it remained accessible. This had to just be a couple horny dudes, right? A couple horny employees over at Snopes. Like they're having their little morning briefing and this guy raises his hand. He's like, hey, I know we're really busy right now trying to fact check like everything that's coming out of Ukraine about the war, but I was thinking during our lunch break, me, Brian, and Dan, we could go down in the basement. We could get to the bottom of this whole Russia Pornhub thing. And the boss is like, no, I don't want you guys doing that on your lunch break. Here, let me check. Oh yeah, it's still accessible. That guy, he had to be like, well, I mean that just might be a glitch. You never know. I think we'll just go ahead and go down in the basement. We'll make sure you can, watch the videos from start to finish. And then a couple horny dudes working over at Full Fact, they see this and they're like, hey, Snopes is reporting that Russia's, you can still access Pornhub in Russia. We might want to double check this. We might want to really see if they got this right. I mean, my lord, a double fact check on whether Russians still have access to Pornhub. What would we do without these truth tellers? I hope everybody had a great St. Paddy's Day. St. Paddy's Day, it's like that weird cousin of the holiday family. Like they didn't really know what to do, so they were like, fuck it, wear green. Like, what? It's such a low bar for a holiday. New Year's is kind of like that too, though. New Year's is like, kiss somebody at midnight and get fucked up. But getting fucked up, once you're an adult, that's just a part of every holiday. Like these families that don't drink, what do y'all do on the holidays? Y'all just play board games? Talk to each other about everyone's feelings and goals? This shit sounds horrible. Me and my family, we're getting tore up, dude. Last 2 Christmas mornings, I woke up at a random family member's house. 2 different aunts. just hungover, just destroyed. So I started getting off that moonshine, and moonshine, that's just, I mean, you're just inviting the demons in. Your soul and your brain leave your body, and the demons come in. It's like that Carrie Underwood song, like Jesus take the wheel, but it's just, when you get off the shine, it's demons take the wheel. Dude, I got off the shine last Christmas Eve, and I just turned into a monster. By the end of the night, I went into my little cousin's bathroom, knocked everything over, knocked her jewelry box on the ground, threw up in the jewelry box, threw up in the bathtub, threw up in the sink. I threw up everywhere except for the appropriate place that you're supposed to do it in the bathroom. And I remembered none of it. It was just straight demon shine. And I wake up, and I walk out in the kitchen like to get some water. And my aunt's in there, and she has like this jewelry box. But I thought maybe she's just like wrapping a gift or something. And I'm like, damn, Tiff, I did it again. I got tore up Christmas Eve again. And she goes, oh no, baby, it was worse. And I look over, and she's just cleaning throw up off of some Kendra Scott earrings. Just horrible look, not a good Christmas morning at all. But that's all I have for you today, my little gremlins. Go smash the fuck out of the like button. Leave a comment. If you can't think of a good comment, comment, I support Ukraine. And send this to a couple people. Send these to a couple of your friends. Give me a little bit of promotion. That's all I'm asking for here. But I love you guys, girls, and days, and I'll see y'all next time.
My mama just praying I stay out. Bitch, I'm a blessing. I got a Glock and a Tech and a Smith in the West. You niggas won't test me. You mugging, you staying too long. I swear I'm a stretch.